been the play-by-play announcer for the Nets since 1994. Please welcome the MC for tonight's momentous event. Yes Network's I Am Eagle.
Hello, Brooklyn! Whoa. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This is a very special evening for a very special player and person. Tonight, Vince Carter, aka Vinsanity, will be awarded the franchise's greatest honor. His number 15 will be raised to the rafters. Vince, this is your night. This man does not age, by the way. What's your skincare routine, Vince? What's your secret, man? Juices and berries, I just got the secret. There's so much love inside this arena tonight. Joining in this evening, your beautiful and supportive family. They've been with you every step of the way through various stages of your career. Also here, we have Nets legends. We have Bill Melchione, Buck Williams, Dr. J. Julius Irving. Yeah! Their retired jerseys are already hanging high atop Barclays Center. Former executives are here, coaches, staff members. They weren't just co-workers to Vince. They're lifelong friends based on relationships that form, close relationships. And so many former teammates from VC's Nets days are here. In many ways, they're brothers because of their shared experiences. Two of those extraordinary teammates could not be here tonight, Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson, but they sent along these messages.
What's up, Brooklyn? Hey, it's fun to come here tonight to celebrate with you and your family. But I understand this is your night. What an incredible journey. Incredible teammate in person. For those who didn't get a chance to see Vince, he made the game so easy and so exciting. Not just the dunks, but the threes, the long threes. And I can't forget the passes that you did not catch. I know I threw them too high, but you made me look good. Vince, enjoy tonight. This is all about you and your family. I can't wait to see number 15 up there next to number 32, Dr. J, and number 5, myself. Well deserved. Thank you, my brother.
Brooklyn, what's up, everybody? Vince, I wish I could be there. They had me working. I don't know why I retired and then continued to work. Kind of like you did, kind of like J. Kidd. But I just want to tell you how much being next to you as a player meant to me as a mentor. I remember sitting in college watching you win the dunk contest and you being my favorite dunker of all time. And then we had that Nike commercial. Cue the Nike commercial. Vince, you are a legend. This is well deserved. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame and congratulations on having your jersey up in the rafters.
This is a celebration tonight, but first I want to take you back. Just over 20 years ago, the date was December 17th, 2004, when the Nets, Rob Thorne, traded for Vince Carter. The team was in desperate need of some juice, but what Vince brought was so much more than that. Competitiveness, electricity, and an unbridled joy. That joy and that $1 million smile was on display every time he took the court. And it was infectious. It permeated around the team, around Nets world, and around the entire NBA. Simply put, he revitalized the franchise. His play was mesmerizing. His impact from the moment he joined the team was profound. He was doing things in a Nets uniform that had never been seen before. His talent, undeniable. His athleticism, otherworldly. Vince was at the peak of his skills 5 seasons with the Nets in the 2000s And when you showed up at the arena, or if you watched the game on television, you knew you were witnessing an artist. And what ended up on that canvas was half man, half amazing. As a play-by-play announcer, I had a front row seat for breathtaking plays on a nightly basis and highlights that defied the laws of gravity and physics. Vince loved playing basketball, and we all loved watching him play. But it went beyond that with Vince. Off the court, he carried himself with professionalism, always represented the franchise with pride. He made a difference in the community. He cared about the fans. He took the time to really get to know people. He was very much a part of the fabric of the organization. His smile would make you smile, and it still does. He lights up whatever room he walks into, whatever arena he walks into, and he does that to this day. The Nets have 3 first-ballot Hall of Famers play the prime of their careers with the team. Dr. J, Jason Kidd, and Vince Carter. He is the 7th player to have his number retired by the Nets. So who better to take us through Vince's path that led to this exceptional moment than Julius Erving.
How do you make a number famous? To make it yours, you have to give it meaning.
Vince Carter's going to do something that only Vince Carter can do.
How Drazen did for 3. J. Kidd did for 5. And I did for 6 and 32. You could choose a number, or you could make a number mean something. The story of 15 begins here, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Daytona Beach, Maryland. South American Vince Carter.
As a freshman at Midland High School, Vince made varsity. Youngest player on the team, last pick of the jersey. 15. Something new, something special was happening in the Sunshine State.
Certainly he raises the level of basketball.
Jordan-esque explosion off the floor.
Fans fill these rows to watch 15 take flight, to watch 15 write history.
Maryland High School from Daytona Beach, 6A State Boys Basketball Championship.
One young man turning all eyes on basketball.
I really dream to be the next NBA superstar.
North Carolina, Dean Dole. North Carolina is unbelievable here.
Vince took 15 with him to the University of North Carolina.
Vince Carter, out of Florida, the crown jewel of their recruiting class. The guy can really play.
He wore 15 to the rim. Two consecutive Final Four appearances.
It is Final Four time.
And at last, to the NBA, where 15 soared higher than ever.
With the 5th pick, Vince Carter from the University of North Carolina.
Then, in December 2004, Nets fans found out 15 was there.
Vince Carter, a 5-time All-Star, is now a member of the New Jersey Nets.
Number 15, he is Vince Carter.
Suddenly, alley-oops had a new flair. Celebrations had a new meaning.
That is a highlight play there.
Jason Kidd once said Vince could finish any pass around the rim. Just throw it up there. Big moment after big moment. Vince took 15 for a ride. For the win over Toronto.
Carter looking for the win. He buries it.
A dunk so punishing, it still makes highlight reels today. Vince overcame injury, overcame adversity, shattered the Nets NBA scoring record.
51 points in the game. One of the great games ever turned in by a New Jersey Net.
Then did it again the next year, soaring into Nets history.
Vince Carter, half man, half amazing.
So there's only one thing left to do with 15. Throw it up there. It's time to hang it from the rafters. Half man, half amazing, forever in that. Congratulations, Vince Carter. You're right where you belong.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest players in Nets and basketball history, Dr. J. Julius Irving.
One of the most famous basketball players.
Good evening, everybody. I was sitting over there watching the first half of our Nets playing Miami. I couldn't believe it. It was 50 years that had passed since I won that uniform. 1974 was 50 years ago, wasn't it? And then I was reminded again, it was 50 years ago with Billy Mapione and I were teammates. And Buck Williams and I were adversaries. He still remains today as the first person to hit me with an elbow and I never got him back. Maybe tonight, Buck. Maybe tonight. At any rate, we're here because we're all part of the Nets family. And we will always be a part of the Nets family. Chairman Sy, I'd like to thank you for the invitation. For the Nets front office, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime ceremony. It's interesting that, I was with Vince up at the Hall of Fame last year. Vince reached out to me to participate in his show, which was, I guess it was just called The Journey. You and I took a little journey down memory lane. That's what it was. We met up in Philadelphia and spent a couple hours on camera, talking about things that were relevant to basketball and to life, and getting to know him. The more I get to know him, the more I like him. And that doesn't happen with everybody. With some people, the more you get to know them, the less you like them. Vince is just the opposite. To know him is to love him, to appreciate his family, appreciate his mom, family, his value system. Second to none. So he's had good home training, and he deserves to have that new word added to the dictionary. Like Michael Jordan and a couple other players, they got words that we used in reference to them. So Vinsanity is what we use in reference to you. In 2025, we're going to see that in the dictionary.
I didn't notice this spot here.
But right now, let's see number 15 go up into the Raptors. And let's see, like you do every time you step on the court, you look for the reaction, you look for the response. So Vince, it's time for you to give your response. Pass it on.
try to be brief. Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Joe and Claire Side for allowing this amazing night and opportunity to happen. This is truly something my family and I will cherish forever. Sean Marks, my former teammate, believe it or not, we were teammates in Toronto, rookies at that. I'd like to thank you as well for having your hand in this as well. Appreciate you, love you, man. To Mr. Bruce Ratner, I'm truly grateful for you, my friend, for okaying the deal to bring me here to start something fun and great. To Mr. Rod Thorne, Ed Stefanski, Sean Marks, Bobby Marks, you guys are the masterminds behind all of this, giving me the opportunity to be here to help me show that I'm still dominant in this league and can get it done. Thank you, guys. Which brings me to Jason Kidd, who's not here. Jay Kidd, when I got here, I wanted to do everything in my power to fit in, and you, a guy who didn't say much, but you led by example. You said to me, look, I can't paraphrase it, there's kids here. He said, look, we brought you here for a reason, so I'm gonna need you to be you. I got the message. And when I got the message, it was go time. And then from there, particularly the alley-oops, the one that he's talking about and threw extra high that I tried, because I'm gonna try to catch and didn't make, we built that chemistry, and it was action from there. So thank you, J. Kidd. RJ, I have a lot of great appreciation for RJ. I mean, you guys can see, man, there's a lot that comes with RJ, good and bad. But because of him and his conversation, we're teaching me who J. Kidd was, how he thought, how he went about his business, made me realize and understand how I can go about my business and make the game easier for him. Watching RJ run one wing, I wanted some of that. Next thing you know, J. Kidd's throwing lobs to both of us, and we're fighting in the air for lobs, making magic. So I really have a great appreciation for RJ for really just sitting with me, talking to me to help me become me. Thank you. Gary Sussman, I'm so thankful that you're here. You're the first person that called me when I was traded, and we talked. You explained who I was traded for. You explained it again just to make sure I was hearing you correctly. Nevertheless, this man brought life into the building. And if you guys remember, did you see VC? Gary Sussman. And if you remember, that was a VC. That man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Tim Walsh. Timmy. When I first got here, I was injured. We spent a lot of time together before I put my shots on the court. And one thing I remember more than anything, those long days you said, and I'll never forget, don't worry, kid, we're gonna get you right so you can go be dominant. And I did just that because of you. Thank you. Which led me to Rich Delastre, our strength and conditioning coach. Rich, you were on the other side of rehab. You put us through some of the weirdest, craziest drills I've ever been through, but I was one of the strongest, most confident, and built for the beating that I took back in those days because of you, and I was prepared, which has given me this opportunity today. Thank you. And then there's Lawrence Frank. Frank had the task of making all of these things work and fuse them together. He had all these talented players, and he had to make it work. He had to figure out how to get the best out of all of us, get me acclimated, and give us a chance. But El Frank, you did that. You figured it out. You got in my ear. You got in our ear. You worked hard. You always had pin marks on your hands and your face. All of this stuff given us to play. But I'm very thankful for one play. Chin 15. Twin and I, Chin 15 allowed me to have a lot of posters. And I appreciate you, man. One last thing I remember you said, we talked about the deep three-point shot that's shot today. You pulled me aside and you told me you weren't happy with the fact that I shot them. But I shot a decent percentage of them, and it became a weapon because you allowed it to. Thank you. Aaron Harris, I know you're around here somewhere. Aaron Harris and your team, you guys are great putting this all together, getting all of these guys here. I mean, it's a lot of work that goes into it to make this look like perfection. And you've done that, and your team has done that. And I appreciate you, Aaron, and your team. Thank you very much. My teammates. Devin Harris, Bobby Simmons, Antoine Wright, twin Jason Collins, Ryan Anderson, Josh Boone's here, Lynette Christus, Vashon Nakwar. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Great teammates. I hope I was a great teammate to you. I won't name any names. I've saved a few of you from doing something crazy throughout the years. He will remain nameless. He's probably smiling the hardest though, so take a look. I appreciate you. Okay. But I appreciate you all, man. Being on my side, some dark days. We've gone into some rough environment, but I always knew you guys and the rest of my teammates had my back. And it warms my heart having you here, so thank you. You do see my family. I have my friends here. Please give them a round of applause. I don't want to hear your mouths. I want to be quick. They've gotten their love and shine at the Hall of Fame. But I thank you all. They're all spread out around here. I appreciate you all being here, being my support system, and being in my corner. I love you all. Thank you. I know the players are here, so I'm gonna get you guys back out so you can warm up, but it's a lot of wrong shoes on. Unless y'all got some 16s back there. It's like, all right, in closing, it's a lot of history up there. I remember the first day I walked in here, for some reason, my eyes were always drawn to 52, 32, 25, 3. But I never realized why. All of a sudden, walking this building, I was just drawn to it. I would see it every day, having such appreciation for these gentlemen. To be the 7th person to go up is insane, particularly beside you, somebody I admire and I appreciate. It's one of the greatest times outside of the Hall of Fame to actually get to do this. So it's an honor to be up there with you, gentlemen. This is for not only the players, but for every young kid, every athlete, every person. When this jersey goes up tonight, I want this to motivate you. I want you to feel like I can go out there and get it. I got to see it, feel it, and I'll do anything I can to be the best version of myself, of yourself, because of it. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. 15 Carters going up there, but we're going up there together. Thank you. Thank you, Nets. Much love.
Vince Carter, please join your family. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. Number 15, Vince Carter.
Let's hear it for number 15, Vince And now, fans, it's time to raise the banner.
Congratulations, Vince Carter. You are in rarefied air. Forever, Annette.
Good job, bro.